It appears that despite all of the issues in the world, we have somewhat of a release schedule for this upcoming GTA 5 Online DLC. One of the Rockstar leakers who can pretty much see sort of behind the scenes stuff when Rockstar update their games posted this today. So he said that the DLC was planned to release in July from the start, possibly aiming for a late July date, which is enough time for things to cool down. There's also a chance it could get delayed to August. The world is expected to return to normal after 2 or 3 weeks from now. I'm seeing weekly updates on the Steam database website, and he says that he thinks Rockstar figured out their way to work from home properly, and that happened the first week of May. He assumes that they spent all of their time in April preparing to go full-on development the month after. Still, though, it is unclear if game studios found a workaround to the motion capture issue, so this is probably what holds them for now. Breaking that down, explaining it a little bit easier, starting off with the actual release date. I mean, look, July, that's a pretty obvious month that they would release a DLC. They've released a number of summer DLCs in July. The casino DLC last year was released. I think it was on July 23rd or somewhere at the end of July. So the fact that from the start they had that as the planned release date, that makes sense. Although I guess considering, you know, the coronavirus happened and now with all these protests, it's not going to be shocking if it's not like internally delayed until August. So that's really the 2 months we're looking on. So don't really be expecting anything in June. Maybe at the minimum we get a tease at what the DLC is, whether that's just some information on the newswire or they do like they did last year with the casino DLC and they start teasing it with some stuff in game. But either way, that's maybe the least they'll do in June. But July, maybe late July, and then August is really when this DLC should be coming out. And explaining some of the other stuff, he said they have been working on it constantly, and according to him, it seems like they're almost working the same as they would be if they were at the studios. So working from home, like actually Rockstar mentioned, has not really affected them at this point in any negative way. Although the one issue still remains, the motion capture issue. You can't work from home with that. You have to do that in a studio. So I guess that maybe is what's potentially causing a delay for this update. Now, it seems like nowadays no one even remembers about the virus, so maybe they can somehow squeeze it in and get it knocked out. That's not something, from what I read, that it's not something that takes like a day. It takes usually a couple of weeks to get done. So hopefully maybe they can get that figured out so we can get this DLC sooner. And Fun also mentioned, sort of explaining the process. He says that it takes several sessions to do this motion capture. So there's really no way they did it before the pandemic, before the quarantine and everything. So that really is going to be maybe the final thing that they have to nail down, because they can work on the game, you know, from home. They can do all that stuff, but it's the actual motion capture which may take a hit. And there's two possibilities. They either get it done, nothing happens, or nothing changes, or maybe this next upcoming DLC, we see less cutscenes. Maybe they, you know, if they can't figure out a way to get it done, they just sort of explain everything through a text or through like a phone call or something. So it wouldn't surprise me if that was the case. But that is an update on the summer 2020 DLC. I guess maybe we can now sort of relax a little bit in June, and then once July hits, maybe we can start getting a little bit more hyped for it. Anyway, thank you all for watching. If any news breaks on this, I will of course let you guys know. So hit that subscribe button to be notified. Drop the video a like if you did enjoy. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one.